Welcome back to Parts Not Payments. We got the Fiero project going on. Took off the package tray, luggage rack back here on the back. It was all bent up and ugly. So got that out of the way, and I got the battery or the Camaro here. We're gonna give it a little bit of starter fluid and try to fire it up. See if we can't make some noise, and then we'll go from there. If we can get that working, then we'll work on fuel delivery, and it might just be a relay or fuse, but it's probably going to need a fuel pump as long as it was sitting. So I'll get the battery hooked up and we'll go from there. All right, I can't believe that worked out pretty well. So now I'm gonna try to figure out the fuel system so that way we can get it running longer. But it actually had 60 pounds of oil pressure right there at startup, so I'm pretty happy. But I'm gonna start in on figuring out the fuel system, make sure we're getting power down to the pump, make sure the relay's turned on in the ECU. And I'm also going to start pulling the interior out because it's pretty nasty. And I think I got some seats we're going to swap these out for. So I cleaned this door panel with just some awesome spray from Dollar General. Worked really good. Still got to clean the carpet. We'll just use some warm water, soap, and then a shop vac. But you can see some of the fungus that was on that other one. But should clean up pretty good in here, and redo the headliner. So okay, so we checked all the fuses, checked the fusible link, which is right here. We have power on both sides of it. This is actually ECU connector reset, and the ECU is not powering up, which hence no fuel pump and no injectors. So we will probably pull the ECU out. It's right behind here, and they go bad because they don't get any airflow, and it's also 30 years old. So yeah, we'll pull that out here shortly and take a look. Okay, so while we wait on parts to come in, we're gonna pull these seats out and start pulling the interior out and clean it up. Headliner is pretty rotten, and these seats actually have speakers in the headrest, which is kind of cool, but I don't know if any of it works because the radio won't power up. But yep, we're gonna start ripping this thing apart. Your seat bolts are down here on the sliders, or nuts actually, so we'll pull those out and get the seat out and get it all cleaned up back here. Trying to see. But yep. Oh man. Got a little bit of money back. What do we have here? What is this, some sort of drug paraphernalia? Somebody lost their arm. Okay, air fresheners. They are not doing their job. There's your plug for your speakers in your seat. Just pop that loose. But give us all sorts of room now. We can get in here. We need to get this center console section off and get the ECU out to make sure we order the right one. So I will start doing that now. Okay, and there are 2 bolts, 1 in each corner, and then just had to take the bolts out of the cigarette lighter that was right there, and it just pops right out. So there's my ECU. Gonna pull it out, make sure I order the right one. I'm wondering if this got damaged even maybe from water coming in the sunroof, leaking down on it. So we'll pull it out and see if we can't see any water or corrosion, or if nothing else, we'll just order a new one. Mystery bag from a bank? Could be full of money. Squeegee. Oh, in case you want to, you know, work out while you're driving your Fiero. It's always important. So I just opened the old mystery bank bag here and got a screwdriver, eye scraper, pliers. I didn't do it on camera in case there's actually money. Then I'd have to give it back to the guy. Yeah, you don't need that. I mean, got 1 spare lug nut. Got a couple of NASCAR lug nuts. You guys are into that. And some more money. There's the old teal pennies. So they don't make teal pennies anymore. So we tried the new ECU. It's working. Ian came over. We checked for injector pulse. She's pulsing. Fuel pump relay's getting the signal. Chased that back. So what left was the fuel pump. Pulled that out. And got the fuel tank out. We're gonna look inside, see what kind of goodness we have. Yeah, it's bad. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh boy.
Okay. I wonder why it wasn't working. Wow.
I don't know. That might do something.
Oh yeah, look at that. Was there a mouse in there?
Oh no.
Oh. Oh. I don't know if this is savable.
I don't think so. No, it's not.
It's not?
It's
You
not.
can see through it?
No, look down in there. She got flakes coming out.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, she's about rotted through. I know they don't make these tanks. All right, so we got the gas tank out back. We're gonna drain what's in there into the bucket. We're gonna put some marbles in there and some CLR, mainly to get rid of the R in the fuel tank. We're gonna let it marinate for a little bit, roll it around, try to get all the junk out we can, and then also check for leaks. So I'll start by pouring it out. It's gonna be pretty bad. Now we're gonna add some marbles. Just you know, loosen up some of the real flaky stuff in there. Hopefully get it to make its way out. We'll add the marbles. Add some CLR, you know, just a little bit. Oh, wow. Try that again. Yeah, just put a little bit of juice in there. You don't need a whole lot. You could probably just put a couple drops spill some. You know, you gotta clean the outside too. Oh yeah. And then all we're gonna do is just well, we're gonna let it sit in there a little bit, but just work it around. You know, don't forget the pointy end. There you go. I'm gonna do this for a little while. Get everything marinated and then we'll drain it out and clean it out, and that's about all this thing's gonna get. They don't really sell them, new ones, so we're not making a new one. All right, let's see if we got anything. Yeah. Now I just gotta shake all the marbles out. We should be good. Just like the gas tank, I could not find a new sending unit, so we're gonna reuse this one. It won't have the float, the bobber for the fuel gauge, but I just want to see if this thing will run. So got our new fuel pump on, got our safety zip ties, make sure she don't come loose. Double hose clamp. I like doing the offset double hose clamp on stuff like this. And then I ran my new wires, and I tried to sand it down a little bit. It is what it is. So going to wrestle this back in the fuel tank and get her sealed up. Yep, doing it. Oh, little wire. There we go. I got it. Okay. All right. Okay. Look at that. I think it was made for it. Okay. Well, it might be a. Okay, that might be a fail. Gotta get our ring locked in and get our lines clocked right. We should be in good shape. And just put a couple zip ties around the wires to make sure they don't rub with a little standoff. Should be ready to go back in. Got the fuel tank wrestled back in here. You got a strap at the front, a bolting cross member here, strap at the back, and then your lines through hose clamps. And you know, luckily it's a nice light tank, so I was able to wrestle it in there by myself, and hook my wires up on the top side and let the car down. A little vacuum leak and a little belt chirp, but running on its own. well, there you go. Got some coolant on the lens, if you can see me. So got a little bit more work to do, but getting closer. All right, thank you. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Parts Not Payments. Please, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Glad we got the Fiero running finally. Next, we're gonna work on that belt squeak. I don't think that's anything major. A little water leak, and then we'll move on to the brakes. Got all new brakes for it, rotors, brake lines, pads, wheel bearings. So that'll be the next video. And I guess tune in. See you later. Thanks. Bye.